Hey everybody, I'm Jack Reeder with Future Pastimes. I'm a designer on expansions for the classic Dune board game 2019 edition from Gale Force 9. In this video, I thought I would show off this little artifact I have. It is my pocket guide to the Imperium. I received something like this when I saw the 1980s Dune in the theaters, but this particular version came with my VHS copy of Dune. And it's an interesting thing. It is a very detailed breakdown of all things Dune, and it's essentially a reproduction of the glossary of terms and whatnot that you can find in the back of the original Dune novel. It's probably a little bit more than you really need in order to enjoy watching the movie. For instance, they've got an entry here for Alam al-Mithal, which, as everyone knows, is the mystical world of similitudes where all physical limitations are removed. I'm not really sure you needed to have that in there in order to enjoy Dune, or that Akarso is a plant native to Sikon, characterized by almost oblong leaves. Its green and white stripes indicate the constant multiple condition of parallel active and dormant chlorophyll regions. What? I don't know. I don't know why they felt like that needed to be in there. I'm not sure why Frank Herbert felt it was necessary to have that at the back of Dune. But it's interesting little details about the Imperium and everything in and around it that in some ways helps bring it to life. So if you do peruse it, and I recommend, perusing it every once in a while, there are some useful things in here for sure, and we definitely have mined it, as well as, of course, all of the novels themselves. So like, for instance, they've got a nice entry here on Ikaz, which is the fourth planet of Alpha Centauri b. It's the sculptor's paradise, so called because it is the home of fogwood, the plant growth capable of being shaped in situ solely by the power of human thought. Very interesting. So yes, they have Ikaz. They have an entry here for Grumman, which is the planet that it mentions here is the home of House Moritani. So that's interesting. And they've got an entry here for Riches as well. So Riches, they say fourth planet of Eridani A, classed with Ix as supreme in machine culture. And then they talk about, for a detailed study on how Riches and Ix escaped the more severe effects of the Butlerian Jihad, see The Last Jihad by Summer and Kaufman. I'm not sure where one acquires that bit of literature, but it would be interesting to read. And, of course, they've got Chom in here and a lot of other interesting tidbits. Karama, a miracle, an action initiated by the spirit world. So that's where that comes from. As well as La La La, a Fremen cry of grief, translates as a no, from which you cannot appeal. And it is further described as a funereal chant. So that's when you would La La La, is at a funeral, if you were really broken up about probably whoever died. So yeah, we designers love to flip through that glossary and look at stuff, get some details. It's definitely shown up on some cards, like they've got, it's in the book as well, the use of a distrans, but it's nicely defined here. Device for producing a temporary neural imprint on the nervous system of birds. The creature's normal cry then carries the message imprint, which can be sorted from that carrier wave by another distrans. Anyway, in the game, it's how you are able to give somebody a card from your hand. That's how we are able to leverage that. So yeah, I keep this on my desk and flip through it every once in a while, look stuff up. It's a handy reference. Of course, I have a copy of Dune also by my desk. So there's no excuse for not being able to find the answer on there. Yeah, if you have never seen this before, let me know what you think of it. It's pretty fascinating. They did not include anything like this with the Denis Villeneuve version of Dune, and I haven't seen it for sale on VHS, so maybe that is where one finds the updated terminology of the Imperium pocketbook. let me know if you've got questions about it. Happy to answer those. Just thought it would be fun to talk about this bizarre thing that came with my VHS. I didn't know it was going to be in there, and much to my surprise when opening it up, and this, of course, was 20 years ago, finding it in there. And so, yes, it has been a very handy guide indeed. So that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.